Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well. I got a little article that made me really smile, to say the least, because I think it's very, not only revealing, but I think it's hypocritical. Now, it doesn't mean that whatever these guys state in this article, it's not true. I'm just trying to make a little comparison between the oppressor crying victim, and it's Great Britain and United States versus Iran. And let's get it on with this little article, which is from the Telegraph. It's from yesterday, 9 of March 2023, and it says that Iran is gathering up to attack Britain and the West. Tehran is close to attaining nuclear weapons as well as ballistic missiles capable of hitting the heart of Europe. Okay, if you say so. So this is how far we go with this little article here, but I have it in another location. So here it is from Newsmax, and is expert Iran gearing up to attack Britain and West. So this is by Charlie McCarthy, and he's talking about the British columnist, which is this guy here, who was the editor for Telegraph. The initial article wrote on Thursday an opinion column in which he called on the United Kingdom and its allies to understand Iran's intent and do a major rethink of how we deal with Tehran. And I'm quoting, with experts warning that Iran could have enough material for a nuclear warhead within 2 weeks. It also means Britain and its allies need to give serious considerations to how they deal with the emerging threat to their security. So the Brits and the allies are very concerned that the Iranians are going to attack them. Well, let me go to this, all right here. And I got to this little thing, which is a 1953 coup in Iran. In 1953 coup d'etat in Iran that occurred in August 1953, funded by United States of America and the United Kingdom. It removed Mohammed Mosaddek from power and restored Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi as Iran's leader. Some 300 people died during fighting in Tehran. So this is what a little bit happened here. So let's see. Britain has established a presence in the country during World War II to protect a vital supply route to its ally, the Soviet Union, and to prevent the oil from falling into German hands. After the war, United Kingdom effectively remained in control over Iran oil. Just decided to stay a little bit over there, and the establishment of Anglo-Iranian Oil Company. This arrangement changed abruptly in 1951 when the Iranian parliament, they had a parliament, they were democracy, led by Mossadegh, nationalist and democratically elected, voted the will of the people to nationalize the country's oil industry. Seeing its interests thus threatened, the UK embarked on a secret campaign to weaken and destabilize Mossadegh. So, when this evolved into the idea of a coup to overthrow the government, Britain, reluctant to shoulder the responsibility alone, persuaded the US to join forces by playing on Cold War fears. So they overthrew the government, basically. All right? So that's what it is, and I went here to see Mohammed Mosaddek. He was the Prime Minister of Iran, democratically elected, right? From July 52 to August 53. So then what happened to him with this guy? Right here it says that he was an Iranian political leader. We don't have it here as a prime minister. And this is from the, right here, Premier of Iran. There you have it. So here is Mossadegh. All right, so what happened to him is he remained in government following the rise to power to Reza Khan in 2021. Now what happened here, let me go back to the situation we're talking about here. All right, an outspoken advocate of nationalism, he soon played a leading part in successfully opposing the grant to the Soviet Union of an oil concession for northern Iran, similar to an existing British concession in southern Iran. He built considerable political strength based largely on his call to nationalize the concession and installation in Iran of the British-owned Anglo-Iranian oil. In March 1951, the Majlis passed his Oil Nationalization Act, the parliament, and his power has grown so great that the Shah Mohammed Reza Shah Pahlavi was virtually forced to appoint him premier. So here we have it in August 1953, when the Shah attempted to dismiss the premier. Mobs, this is Britannica, okay, followers took the street and forced the Shah to leave the country. Within a few days, however, Mosaddek opponents overthrew his regime and restored the Shah to power in a coup orchestrated by these two guys, US and Great Britain. Now, Mosaddek was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment for treason, and after he had served his sentence, he was kept under house arrest for the rest of his life. Iran retained nominal sovereignty over its oil facilities, but under the agreement reached in 1954, it split revenues 50-50 with international consortium that controlled production and marketing. So, the Iranians are going to attack Great Britain like they did before. And the first time when I read about this was in this book that I recommend. I don't know if it's still around. It's called Overthrow by Stefan Kinser. And here it is. A very good book. Let me see my ugly face as well, right there. And when did I buy this one? Let's see. I always put my date whenever I did. Oh, right here. Right here. So it's in 6th of April 2006. All right, there you have it. Overthrow. Okay. Well, since then I've been informed about what happened in Iran. So I'm not saying that Iranians would not have the capability, but I don't think they ever said anything about that, and the precedent was the other way around. So with a little bit of history, we kind of know who is the one who wants to be in charge of the Iranian oil fields, because if you look at it, what does Iran have to do with Great Britain? Poor country, resources. Why would they want that? Oh, retaliation? Possibly, but they know retaliation would mean annihilation. So I don't think they're so idiots, and I don't think they ever said anything about blowing up anybody in Europe. But hey, the leader is not in Europe. The leader is much further. So why should you attack Europe when the leader can bomb you in, forever gone, with Israel as well, together as the forces of good. So just an interesting article, which this guy over here from the Telegraph makes a point that these are bad dudes, okay, and we are good dudes, when actually we intervened over there and overthrew an elected whatever, and we put the Shah, which we know how Pahlavi was, and then he was overthrown by whom? By Ayatollah Khomeini, right? Khomeini. We'll just check where Khomeini came in, I think it was 1979 when he returned, when Iranian Revolution, Islamic Revolution. When he came back, where did he come from? I think he came from Paris on a private jet or a regular jet. Just check it out. So very interesting, this history. If you don't know a little bit of it, you might think, oh yeah, Iranians are bad, they want to attack us. We didn't do anything to them. Nothing. We were A-OK, the forces of good. Now you can say, well, they tried to nationalize our oil fields. Well, who remained there after the Second World War as a protectorate or something? Protecting. But we take care of your oil in the meantime, okay? Like the Americans are protecting Syrian oil in Syria, in Northeast. We're just protecting it from the Syrian people, and we defend you guys from ISIS. Well, what do you want? That works with people who have an IQ below 86, but hey, you, since you're right here in minute 9:41, you're not that one. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.